Thank you for coming back to listen to more truth. If this is blessing you, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you can be notified when the next video is out. Remember, where the crux of the word is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Now, the Bible tells us that offenses will come. This is a trap the devil sets for all of us. If he can get us offended by someone, and then we have that in our heart, then that person can no longer be a blessing to us. Or we offend someone and then they have that in their heart, then we can no longer be a blessing to them. Luke 17 says, "Then said he unto the disciples, It is impossible, but that offenses will come. But woe unto him through whom they come." People will offend you. Brothers and sisters will offend you. Family will offend you. And it goes the other way. We will offend others many times unintentionally, but when someone is offended, it makes them shut off from any good you can do or say from that time on, preventing them to be blessed by your presence anymore. That's a trick of the devil. You can't say that I can't be a blessing to you in some way, and I can't say that you can't be a blessing to me. Let's be honest with ourselves. If we look back, there are instances in our life that we have said something or done something and it's offended someone. Sometimes it's an old friend, an old mate, and since that time the friendship went cold and died off. The fellowship died. You may not have even meant to offend, but you know that they were offended, or you may be the one that feels offended. And sometimes when you feel offended, they didn't even mean to offend you. You may think, well, over the years, I've tried to make it right with them, or I've tried to patch the relation, but it's not worked. You've tried to patch things up and fix the relationship, and you feel, maybe they weren't forthcoming, maybe they weren't willing to fix it. Maybe that's how you feel. Or maybe they keep doing that thing that offends you, keep doing it over and over again, and it keeps offending you. Well, so what? Let's do it all over again. Try again. Try and fix those offenses. Matthew 18:21 says, "Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Many people calculate 70 by 7, meaning getting 490 times. And if that suits you, that's up to you. I'll tell you something. The 70 times 7 expression is a symbolic expression, a symbol of infinity. 70 times 7 means an infinite number of times. Therefore, forgive them infinitely. The same way Christ has forgiven you. How many times has Christ forgiven you in your life? Is it 490 times? Is it 490 times a day? How many evil thoughts go through your mind per day? It's an infinite number of times. Therefore, forgive them infinitely. The same way Christ has forgiven you. Another way of looking at it is 7 is the number of completeness, of all wholeness. 70 is made up of the factors of 2 perfect numbers. 7, which is representing that fullness, completeness, wholeness, representing perfection, and 10 representing completeness and God's law. As such, it symbolizes perfect spiritual order, carried out with all power. So in essence, Jesus was saying, forgive your brother perfectly and completely. Perfectly and completely. Perfect and complete forgiveness. Malachi 4 says, all right, when we get to that brotherly kindness, put yourself in his place on the matter. Now you say, my brother sinned against me, said Peter. Shall I forgive him? He said 7 times a day. He said 70 times 7. You see? Brotherly kindness. Now you see, if a brother is all out of tune, don't be impatient with him. You see? Be kind to him. Go anyhow. Be kind to him. They may be out of tune, they may be wrong, but be kind to them. And that's the stage of a perfect man, building that character of Christ, brotherly kindness, love one another and forgive infinitely. And on that stature of a perfect man, brotherly kindness is the 7th thing, that number 7 again. Malachi 4 says, brotherly kindness, the seventh thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As he counts up the steps of that pyramid, he taps 7 times and says, see the seventh thing. Then now you're coming. Do you understand? It's the seventh thing. It's a complete number. You see that number 7 there again in the stature of a perfect man. So my dear precious friend, my dear Christian friend, do not hold an offense anymore. Do not be offended anymore. Go out this week, go out today, tomorrow, this week. Don't be offended by anyone. If you have offenses, you felt offended by someone, forgive them infinitely. If you feel someone holds a grudge against you because you said something, you did something that offended them, go make it right. Try again. You may have tried in the past. Try again. Let's do it all over again. Forgive infinitely. Let them forgive you infinitely. Offenses will come, but let it go. Love unconditionally. Remember, nothing but perfect love can make it there. Nothing but perfect love can make it there. We have been taught correctly. We have been taught the word for this hour, Christ for this day. We have been taught nothing but perfect love. Have unconditional love. If you feel in your heart you don't have unconditional love, if you feel in your heart you still hold offenses, you hold grudges against people, pray that God give you the Holy Spirit now. Pray earnestly. Turn your life to Christ, my friend. You cannot go in there when you have aught against someone, when you have an offense. It's a trial of the devil. They must come. Jesus says offenses must come, but we must overcome. Through his blood, through his spirit, we must overcome. A person led by the spirit will know how to react to them. The stage of a perfect man. Have faith. Just be patient. Have temperance. Have godliness. Have brotherly kindness. It's so powerful and it's so important in this day. Let us love one another unconditionally and forgive infinitely. 70 times 7, infinitely.